Okay. Global update megathread. We're going to do the maintenance debriefing. What happened with this maintenance? First of all, we got some announcements today. The ability overhaul that we've all been waiting for and asking when the ETA is will be coming at the end of November. So thank you very much, Drunkrock. So that's really important because that's a big shift in the game strength. Daily dungeon update, which is very important because that is when our daily dungeons will be revamped and there will be a new level added. We'll have access to crystals. We can farm crystals. Imagine that. So that'll be really nice for a lot of the people that are struggling to like R2 or R3, some of the more important abilities, which will also most likely be buffed in the ability overhaul. And that's middle of December. Next up, another important one, the Moat Dungeon update. The Moat Dungeon update is important because that will give us the ability to farm 4-star moats, which are pretty vital, I think. Any character that you're using for important content right now would do well to be 4-star moated, and we just don't have enough of them to do that. That's the end of December. So we're going to have a steady trickle of buffs every half month. And with the daily dungeon update in the middle of December, we will also be getting 6 Mithril, just for nothing, so that's cool. We had some banners translated up to the Final Fantasy IX event. Yeah. Hold on. I got it. This is actually better looked at on the schedule. Alright, we have the city active right now. We have Final Fantasy 15 active right now as ETA for October 12th. We got it on October 12th. Final Fantasy 2, a week later. Final Fantasy 8, a week after that. Kyros, Ward, Laguna, and Adia on the first banner. Second banner is Zell, Raijin, and Fujin. Yeah. I think Laguna's BSB is on there too. After that, we have the first Final Fantasy III event. It's important to note that this is not the Onion Knight event. It does have some pretty decent banners. They're just overshadowed by the Onion Knight banner, so it'd probably be best to hold off. Unless you're really interested in Ingus's CSB on the first banner, and you don't have Onion Knight's BSB, the first banner could actually be pretty nice. But the Onion Knight banner looms large. And after that is the Final Fantasy VII event, which, while being focused on Alina and Rude, well, is going to be known as the Shulk event, because this is the event we get. Shulk's Legend Dive, which is a pretty important Legend Dive. I know I will most likely be instantly Legend Diving her to get her Legend Materia 2. Because that's going to help a lot of my teams. Oh, Aerial Dive also comes in that event? That is also hype. For all of you people out there with Lunith's USB, without a really good Dragoon ability to use it with, Aerial Dive is your answer. The banners themselves are, the first is focused on Sephiroth and Aerith, the second is focused on Alina and Rude. And then we have the Final Fantasy IV event with the launch of Ursula, who is kind of a footnote, but not a bad footnote on the second banner. But the first banner is Kain and Seodor. Kain gets pretty good with his USB in this event, and Seodor has a nice USB as well. And the second event is focused on, strangely, but also fittingly, Golbez and Meridia, and Yang and Ursula. Both are fairly decent banners. And next, which I always found strange to be hyped up, is the Final Fantasy X event, but I suppose I can see it because I look through my water goggles. I've got Bart's and I have Titus's CSB, so I have really, really powerful water. But if anyone out there, and there are many, many people looking for water damage because it's pretty damn rare, especially since we didn't get Superfest, this is the banner for you, because Titus is a one-man water machine, and though I'm not not thrilled with Pain, she does at least do water damage, so she does assist the theme of the banner. I still don't get the super hype for the banner. I actually think the banner's kind of bad overall, but if you're looking for water damage, then it's not bad. It's just if it fills a need. And then, was that the last one we had translated? I think it is. Let me see. It was. So expect some maintenance during this event, right before this Final Fantasy Tactics event. Expect to be blindsided by the Tactics event being moved, because that's something that they would do. The banner is fairly well hyped. But if it's not moved, then there'll be some pulling happening, and I will most likely pull on the banner. I think I'm still following the same scheme that I had in place, which is Ramza USB is the what doesn't exist on the Orlando banner that comes after it. So, and I would really, really like Ramza's USB. So if I pull Ramza's USB, I will most likely stall until the next banner. Does Orlando get anything new? Not in this event. He gets it in the next Tactics banner. Which comes... I got a DTA for January 25th. The Alma event. So quite a bit long, or quite a bit after the Tactics Advance event at November 30th. What's that, a month and a half? Nope, no chasing. No chasing. I'm gonna pull on the banner. That's for damn sure. If I pull Ramza's USB, I stop. There are other conditions in which I would stop, but if I pull that early and I still want stuff off the banner, I'm still gonna stop, because I can get those same things off the next iteration of the banner, which is very similar. The banner, the first banner from this event and the first banner from this event are very, very similar. So anyway, that's our current maintenance cycle stops here at November 23rd for the Final Fantasy X event. we also get the Final Fantasy IX Torment, which... As we can see here, it drops Summoning and Wind Orbs. That is a nice drop, I think. I love Queen's Hairpin. It's one of my most used relics. Then again, it is 8-star, so that helps. That's why I like dupes of the elemental armor, and I do preach that gospel. Dupes of elemental armor are not bad. So what else we got going here? Oh, the Crystal Tower. So we get a new Crystal Tower thing. I don't really know that much about it other than the fact that it's very similar to the one that we got during the 30th Anniversary Festival. And I do believe the one that we got during the 30th Anniversary Festival reopens, in case you are unable to complete some of the content and get some of the rewards. Event dates, I already showed you the actual events. But Dungeon Update 38, which will be the next one after the one we just got, is November 7th. Let me find what realms it is for you. So this handy little site right here is a index of all the dungeon updates and what realms they are, even the ones that have only aired in Japan, so you can go and check. So for this one, it'll be Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VI, and Final Fantasy XIII. Here's the site in case any of you want to bookmark it. If you don't want to do any of that but still want access to it, then I have the link posted in the Final Fantasy Record Keeper info channel in the Discord. Good night, Life Virus. We still have a missing event between 15 and 8? No, we do not. Now that is Final Fantasy II. That date was mined last minute. Yeah, they're not bad at all, Tara. And it's just banner. There are not two banners. It is a full Sid mission. So if you don't have any synergy at all and you'd like to do the Sid mission, well, it's not listed on the list because it wasn't mined this maintenance. We got it last maintenance. So these dates are just what we got during this maintenance. There were two that were left out because we got them during the last maintenance, and that is Final Fantasy II, which will be October 19th, and Final Fantasy III, which will be November 2nd. Anything else on here weird? 8th of November we have question marks. 13th of November, question marks. Won't 15 be released on a lot of upcoming dungeon updates? Zero, in fact. Well, 43. We have to wait 5 more months until 15 is released on a dungeon update. Crystal Tower comes out on November 14th. I'd have to look up the time date or timestamps for May 30th and see what we got in Japan. I don't know why they didn't list us some options of what these could be there, but there you go. And that's all. So this is what I was talking about, and the reason why I didn't pull today is because we do know that we're going to be getting a Final Fantasy 15 renewal relic draw, which I do not project that this current Final Fantasy 15 event will be a part of, because it's renewal. It's supposed to be stuff that happened in the past, right? To help people catch up. If they're doing the renewals now, that would mean that this is not part of old stuff. So the projection is that it is basically just a banner made up of the previous Final Fantasy 15 banner, which is Noctis OSB, Gladiolus OSB, Gladiolus BSB, Noctis BSB, Iris BSB, all 3 of their LMRs, and all 3 of their Super Soul Breaks. That's not really a catch. That's desirable. I don't want this banner being a part of that banner because that sours the pool for getting Noctis's Super Soul Break. And Iris's Burst, because anything that occurs on both banners gets a reduced percentage than it would normally. I know it won't. That's why I'm saying it's desirable. Almost all of them light. I mean, they're all pretty much trash. Almost all of them. Final Fantasy 1 sucks. Final Fantasy 2 sucks. Final Fantasy 3 may be a decent one. There aren't any bad characters in Final Fantasy 3. Not at all, Blyven. You have a higher chance of pulling Noctis' Super Soul Break on the renewal banner than you would on this. Look, I'll type it out. Yes, Noctis is 1% on this banner. If it was 2%, I would have drawn already. But we actually have a higher percentage chance because there are not 14 relics that will be on the banner. So every single relic will be like a 1.1-ish 50% chance. Celeste BSB2 is on the 6th renewal banner, yes. So the 3 pool isn't bad. But like people have said, the Onion Knight banner will be better. However, if we're like speaking like strictly from a new player perspective, that's a long time to wait. So it may not be like this. At the very least, this is one of the banners that may be worth going for. Final Fantasy IV, there was a lot of shit in Final Fantasy IV. The Realm has a lot of old events going for it. And I think it sours the pool a lot. Final Fantasy V has a lot of bad stuff. Six, same, lot of bad stuff. Real lot of bad stuff in 6. 7 is easily the worst banner. Besides Final Fantasy 1. It is the worst banner. Final Fantasy 8 is pretty bad. Final Fantasy 9, pretty bad. Final Fantasy 10, real bad. Uh, 11 is a good banner. At least better than anything else here. $13 is bad. 12 wouldn't be awful, but the problem with 12 is very, very soon we're going to be receiving a 12 banner that's like, it's got everything going for it. It has Penelo, it has Larsa, it has Ashe, it has Balthier, and all really good stuff. So regardless of how good this 12 banner is, there's no reason to pull on it. $13's bad. 14 is probably a good banner. Is there anything like... Thancred is probably the only goober on the 14 banner. There's some pretty decent stuff on that. Ida, at least her BSB is a fire fist weapon, which is good. And her USB is pretty good. Where's this 14 banner? All the way in January? I don't know. Alphino's USB and BSB is here. I don't really like this banner though. Papalima OSB and BSB being together with a sale. Solas LMR. The problem is it's in January. But you don't need any Final Fantasy XIV gear until January anyway. So this banner is obviously going to be more powerful than the 14 Lucky, so there's really just no reason to pull on this. Final Fantasy 15 is a good banner. Just because the pool is actually just one pull. Or one banner's worth of pool. That's it. Oh, Final Fantasy 11 does not include the latest Final Fantasy 11 event? Then that's not really good. They do have Ayame on the banner, though. I mean, would they put her on the banner if it was just her super on it? They may include Ayame and Lion's BSBs, not their OSB and USB. I'm not forgetting those at all, Epic Wander. That's next. No, it does not, Drunk Luck. Gladio, Iris, and Noctis. That's it. Exactly, Daddy. Ayame and Lion's BSBs were supposed to be in the game before Shield of the King. So. Who knows? At least we'll be able to look at the pool before anyone potentially pulls on it. If those two BSBs are not on the banner, not worth. And it may not be worth just because Ayame's OSB and Lion's USB aren't on the banner. And Karilla's USB. And Aphmau's USB and Aphmau's BSB. Oh, man. Whew. That's rough. So anyway, tactics. Yeah, with the 2 tactics events coming up and their banners being as powerful as they are, just no. I'm not pulling here. Not on the current banner. Type 0 is kind of interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm on right now. I'll be pulling on the Final Fantasy 15 renewal banner instead. Type 0. Let's take a look. Is that on... Do I have that in past events? Fancy pants, I do. Logic, I'm waiting for renewal. Better relics, higher chance for Noctis' Super Soul Break. So, renewal banners do have LMRs, yes. Alright. So, Ace's USB isn't bad. I don't know how I really feel about, like, does it really help me that much when so much of my offense is going to, and for the foreseeable future, run through Bartz and Refia? Because Refia, hopefully, I will be picking up her USB off the Onion Knight banner. But, I mean, regardless, Refia with her BSB and Bartz with his USB gives me a really powerful physical team. So, for the same reason that I'm not really feeling Balthier's USB, I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Deuce's USB, I don't want it. Ace's BSB, I don't want it. Deuce's BSB, I want it. Deuce's LMR, I don't want. Ace's LMR, don't want. Nine's BSB, don't want. I don't want anything on this banner. 0 things on this banner except for Deuce's BSB. Obviously can't pull on this. Deuce's BSB is awesome. How does that make it tempting, though, Sir Kill? That's a massive pool. You have, like, a 0.1% chance to get either of those relics. Right, what Blyven said. Don't ever, 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 ever pull on a lucky draw with a pool that massive for one thing. Pull because the entire pool is attractive to you. They are full priced, yeah. So that's why, you know, I'm not really all that bullish about them. I mean, which did we decide, or did I decide that were actually okay? 3, but Onion Knight banner. 11 got ruined by the fact that the latest 11 event isn't on the banner. 14 might be okay. 15 good. Tactics is no reason to pull on that with the heavy hitter tactics events that we have. 12, there's no reason to pull on it with the Ash Balthier banner. Yeah, 3 and 15. And 3, like I said, Onion Knight banner. So these are mostly just traps. It's good, Hot Drop. It is a good BSP. Not for Magicite, but that's okay. Is Type 0 really that bad? Well, for me, yeah. I don't have any desire for anything on this banner except for Deuce's BSP.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Beowulf. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Speaking of which, still haven't eaten my tacos. Yeah, Ace does have good soul breaks. I did say that. I just personally don't want it. Yeah, it's my birthday. If you need fire damage, he's a very potent dealer of fire damage with his USB. And his LMR, low chance of self-blink when using magic. Ugh. His LMR is not good. It's supposed to be used with his BSB. But otherwise, I don't know. That just screams lower soul break generation to me. Because he doesn't, like, combo with it at all. Thank you very much for the bits.
Happy birthday.
His actual legend dive is good. Well, I mean, that's fine, but I'm talking about pulling on the banner. Just like Deuce. Deuce's actual legend dive is really good, too. Just, I don't want their LMRs. That's, they soil the banner. Terra. by leaps and bounds, Terra is the better fire user. So I've got to agree with You're the Best Around. I think it was him that said it. Yeah. Ace USB or Deuce BSB, or I'm I don't really feel that good about anything on this banner other than those. For myself personally, just Deuce BSB. So those are our newer relic banners. Mostly traps, it seems. Oh, now we get to Puzzle Music Event Banner 1. Looks like some Bra, which is... Uh-oh. I see a Deuce. Uh-oh. And a Mog together? Oh, but Ultra Soul Break? I don't want their Ultras. Please just have her BSB. Mog USB, Deuce BSB. That'd be nice. I don't think so, Draken. Because she's a 5-star bard, mostly probably because she sang in Final Fantasy IX, which is not very instrumental. She showed no proficiency with instruments. So Mog's Ultra. You know, this is a good idea. I should go over Bra now, that it's very likely that we will be getting the relics off of it in the future. Duplicate. Uh-oh. Where are you? There it is. So there's a lot of cool stuff on here. Edward's USB starts it off. And Edward's USB is fantastic. Party Magic Mind Resistance, plus 30%. Heiska and Quick Cast Magic 2. Just fantastic. Start off battle with this, then being in Trust Bot. That's true. Okay, USB isn't as good as this. But one thing Edward does have that Onion Knight doesn't is Bard. So he can be a buffer instead of an entruster. Though, I mean, I will definitely throw my hat in the ring and say that entrusting is more useful. So, Onion Knight, probably, you know, he's better. But, still good. Still very, really good. If you already have a Heiska, then we move into Mog. It's pretty fantastic in his own right, with a attack magic. So this is a not a dual hybrid buff, but a tri buff in case the mind is valuable to you. And Quick Cast 3. So you could combine this with well, the most obvious would be Onion Knight Physical and Ramza BSB2 or Shout, whatever. Haste attack buff plus more attack buffs. And Quick Cast 3. This is global Quick Cast, unlike Edward's Quick Cast magical attacks. Mog's is Quick Cast 3. Both of these are really good ultras. Echo's BSB2. I would imagine that because we're going to be getting 2 banners, and JP only had 1 banner here. Remember, we got 2. We may be getting Echo's BSB1 as well. Right, I did say that, Jade. But Echo's BSB2 will most likely be here. Yes, enemy controller. Doing anything... you essentially get Quick Cast Magic 3 for 3 actions. Whether what you do consumes those charge, or like, whether what you do benefits from those or not, they are consumed every turn that you take. So, Echo's BSB2, Area of Effect, Wholly Non-Elemental, Enemy Hyper Break, and Burst Mode. This is the unique little magical support burst. Hyper Break is nice, and 1 single target power magic breakdowns. I like it. It's kind of neat, and Echo's actually kind of a cool character, being a dancer bard and black mage. I'd have to see what the state of the game is when this comes out. Because as it stands, I'm fine on debuffing for my support. But I'm more looking to focus my personal strength into defeating Magicite dungeons, which this would not help very much in. Echo is a good character, though. Now, Kefka's BSB2. 8 single target, random dark bio, and end dark burst mode. Kefka is a bard, that's why he shows up here. He's got a weird BSB. 2 single target, dark bio, self demon. Enemy magic minus 10% up to 3 stacks. And then, on second command, 3 to 6 single target dark bio with increased multiplier and hits based on number of demon used. So it's very similar to Squall, I think. And it doesn't state here that the charge is reset. I'll clarify with Lowland Leers. If they're ever going to do it, however, it's going to be here. Echo isn't a bard? What? She's just a dancer? Yeah. Shit. Well, not as good as previously believed. Just like Mog, unfortunately. Well, it doesn't reset. So, potentially kind of powerful. Is Riku USB worth augmenting since it's plus water fists only permanently have no water users? Maybe not for you right now, but if you ever find yourself with a water user that can use a fist weapon, then immediately, yeah. It's Kate Sith that both dances and bards, yeah. Where was I? Well, what's the strength on this command, the first command? 4.4? So he really is just a darkness squall. 6 attacks at 3.0 each. I don't know, that's kind of powerful. An 18.0. If you could get him moving, like, quickly... I mean, just like Squall, and get off multiple of these, I think it could be pretty powerful. The Madness debuff seems pretty useless, but whatever. You're using this for the... second command. Maybe. I mean, they have Deuce on the banner. Edward BSB is pretty cool. Area effect Imperil Holy and attack plus 50%. It's just a strong buff, so it doesn't really get power creep that hard. The commands suck, but whatever. Use it for the buff. Then do, you know, other things. Either bard things or support things. Well, that's not really true. You're the best around. You need much more than Reigns with his BSB to 30-second clear Mist Dragon. And that is the hardest content for Darkness users. I would imagine that we will get Mog things for this event. Edward LMR. Small increase in stat buffs cast by self. Small increase, or small increase in duration. I've never seen small increase. Yeah, increase in duration. Sucks. Mog LMR, small increase in stat debuffs or stat buffs cast by self. Poop. Sarah Super. Medica H85 Party Ace. Yeah, it's old. Oh, it's funny. Is Edward Super is actually pretty good. Magic of Mind 30% and Quick Cast Magic 3. Yeah, this is LMR. 30%. Remember, we don't know what these banners are going to look like. We're just looking at the relics. They may be really good. They may be bad. Just out of curiosity, I know it's kind of situational, but you do think that Cloud Darkness's BSB is worth a 50 Mithril pull? What Dr. Mog's choice banner? Did we get that mined? And no, for my use personally, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's subject to change. It's subject to not even appearing. Congratulations, Artist Tech. Noctis' Super Soul Break is fantastically powerful by itself. Other than that, no. You kind of whiffed. But that's okay, because Noctis' Super Soul Break is pretty much the prize of the banner. You got the banner. Good enough to dive him? I personally believe so, yes. Yes. Very, very, very far away, Terra. We're looking at 5.5 months before we see Terra's UOSB. I thought I already told you, Dragon, that I'd be pulling on the renewal banner instead, because there's a better chance for Noctis' Super Soul Break. Actually, I'm positive I already said that. It's definitely a huge part of 30-second clearing Lemonade, but instantly giving your party instant cast is going to be good no matter what. There are very, 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 very few situations in which that is not incredibly powerful. For any team. I would assume so, Jimbo. Since the power level of instant cast is dependent on the people using it, so the more powerful your team gets, the more powerful the instant cast is. So it's essentially resistant to creep. Supposedly Noct isn't very good in the 4 stars. That seems strange to me, but... Well, I'm pretty turned off on just about everything that Noctis does except for his super. His LMR helps, but that's just an augment, and so is his OSB. Like if I was just using his super for the entire fight and giving everyone instacast, but I got to the end of the fight and had a soul break to use and I wanted to do, you know, damage to finish the fight faster, then I would use his OSB. But the status effect granted by Noctis's OSB seems pretty damn useless. So it's just there for finishing. It has like double the multiplier of his super, so that's what it's there for. A lot of damage in a very short amount of time. Yeah. I just view it as a 15.0 multiplier of it for an OSB. Everything, Terra. Not including the shadow event. Do you know how much Mithril would get by the 10 event? Nope. I don't really track Mithril. I'm not the person to ask. Pretty much, the consensus seems to be just the Final Fantasy 15 banner, Super Sun. Everything else is bogged down too heavily by old stuff. Reducing your chances to very, very low percentages of getting anything good off of them. 15 doesn't have any old events, so it's beneficiary. Thank you, Drunklog. Oops. I forgot to change the text on this. Where is the text on this? There. Not that I know of, Paranoid. I do find it weird that we have 3 35 attack accessories, but only 1 35 magic accessory. I guess they know what characters butter their bread. Newbie guy goal, the same as the previous? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, in how much it takes to hit it? Yeah, about that. It's skewed a little. For reasons. But yeah, it should take the same amount that the last one did. Why it doesn't show on the bar, and I don't even... I wish it did. It's not like there's a setting to make it do that.